Hi everyone, Heath back with another short video on free add-ons that I think everybody who owns a gimbal should have. And there are various different versions of these on the market right across the price spectrum, ranging from the branded ones of DJI and Zhiyun down to some really cheap and nasty third-party ones. But what we're going to look at today is a nice mid-range one that's really good quality and does the job perfectly. In fact, some of them I think are better than the really expensive, should I say, branded ones. And as you know, I don't believe in spending money unless you have to, but sometimes you really do have to go a little bit further to get something that does exactly what you want it to do. But first off, here's a little joke for you. Why shouldn't you play poker with the world's fastest animal? Because he's a bit of a cheater. Now, we will be fitting them on the old DJI RS2, however, these are compatible with a lot of other gimbals out there, so if you've got any questions on them whatsoever, leave them in the comments down below. Also, full disclaimer, Andycine have sent these over to me with no strings attached whatsoever, so I'm free to say whatever I want about them. In fact, this is the first time they'll get to see this video when it's put up on YouTube. And if you're interested in something that we're looking at today, then there'll be links in the description down below for you. Now first off, we have the old gimbal handle grip here. The reason I went for this one is because it's black and red and it goes nicely with the RS2. But like I said, these will fit other gimbals, and this one's actually designed for the GIMBAL S, but it fits this one perfectly. The reason I think you should all have one of these is, even though I have these quick release mechanisms on all of my gimbals, it's a pain in the rear if you want to switch backwards and forwards and never want to just put it down on the old tripod stands really quickly and easy and things like that. Plus, as you can see, it makes it more versatile and gives you that extra grip, especially if you want to switch down into the underslung mode. It's made of aluminium alloy and it's really lightweight, and also it's got this nice grip on it. It's actually called anti-twist, and it's been specially designed to give increased grip on it. This is where friction's your friend actually. It just prevents it from slipping out your hand. It's really good. Also, as you can see on the top here, it's got a cold shoe mount for the monitor or a microphone or even a light, and it's also got two 1/4 inch threads to attach whatever you want. As you can see, it's really easy to fit. And it comes with some Allen keys. Now, I'm not sure why they've come with Allen keys because there isn't any in there. However, what I use it for is this, to tighten it up and give it that extra little tweak. Plus, it has these little knobs on it that fit into holes. Now, you may have some gimbals like the Weeble that will actually make this a dual locking system. And I'm going to grind these off on mine because they're not needed on the RS2. Next, we've got this here. It's an adjustable monitor mount, and I think it's really great because not only have you got this nice little bit here where you can adjust it, you can put it upside down and everything else, but as you can see, it's also got two cold shoe mounts on there. And what that means is you can actually attach a microphone, a light to it, or whatever you want to put on here. And it's got loads of 1/4 inch and 3/8 threads on there, so there's so many things you can attach this to. I think it's really superb. Again, it's made of alloy, it's really lightweight, and it is actually designed or advertised for the RSC2 or the RS2. But if you've got a NATO rail on anything, be it a cage or a gimbal, then it's going to work for you. And finally, this isn't necessarily something everybody will need, but it's actually spare quick release plate, and there's two reasons why I want this one. One is, as you probably know, we're switching between cameras now, aren't we? Now, I've got two cameras and I like to have two different lenses set up on it, and these would be on there straight away, so that if you want to change over from each gimbal and get different focal lengths on there, it's easier to do that rather than take the camera off and set them up and things like that. But the other thing with this one is I actually think it's really good quality. In fact, it's probably better than the one that come with the DJI. But it's adaptable to fit on the DJI Ronin S, the Ronin SC, the RSC2, the RS2, the Weeble S, and the Weeble 2, plus Moza and loads of other gimbals. It's actually been designed for that, and that's where I think it has an added benefit. In fact, I'm probably going to be using this one rather than the DJI one, and there's another reason for that which I'll show you in a minute. But what you think about is, if you've got this on the bottom of your camera and you're out shooting with other creatives and doing a collab or something like that, and let's say your gimbal runs out of battery, or I don't know, it doesn't work, or you forgot to bring it, which I've done many a time, and your mate's got one with him. If it doesn't matter what type of gimbal he's got, you could actually just slide this one straight in there. Now, I did say to you though, there was another reason why I like this one, and that's because of this back plate here, and it's actually got a screw locking mechanism rather than the sliding one like this on the DJI RS2. So to be honest, I think I'm going to be looking at putting this one on all the time. But If you don't need one, you don't want to fork out for one of them, what it is actually going to be good for is a replacement if you either lose yours, which again I know loads of people have done, because it's the sort of thing that gets put on the side and you drive off and forget about it, or you break yours. Now, as you know, I'm always happy to answer any questions on these, so if you've got any, drop them down in the comments below. And why don't you hit the subscribe button at the same time so you don't miss out on any future views, reviews, or out and about videos. Thanks for watching, everyone. Stay safe out there, keep smiling, have fun making stuff. Cheers and go on.